I start off by putting my ankle weights on. You do not need to use ankle weights, however, I highly suggest them. Now for the first exercise, I'm simply just going to kick my leg up and down. So straighten the top leg all the way, flex the foot, and then put your bottom leg bent at a 90-degree angle. Make sure your shoulders and your hips are stacked over each other, and just think of kicking your leg up as high and fast as possible, and then slowly controlling it down without letting it touch the ground. We're going to do this for 30 seconds on both sides. Now we're going to bend both legs at a 90-degree angle, and we're going to just simply turn our top leg out. So really think of squeezing that butt to open up the leg. Make sure again that both of your feet are fully flexed and that you're fully engaging that butt, and also make sure to keep your abdominals fully engaged as well. Now we're going to turn over, and we're simply just going to do the same thing, but now on our hands and knees. So again, the goal is to get your knee up as high as possible and then slowly control it down. Think of engaging the butt so that is what brings your leg up rather than any other muscles. Also remember, have your shoulders over your hands, have your belly button sucking in towards your spine, and just really get that knee all the way up while keeping your foot flexed. Now we're going to go down on our elbows and do donkey kicks. So the goal here is to keep your top leg fully parallel, but kick it up as high as possible, straightening it all the way, and then bringing it into your chest as far as possible. Really think about isolating the glutes and the hamstrings so that is what you're working rather than your quads. Remember, again, keep your foot fully flexed. This will allow you to engage the backs of your legs rather than the top of your legs, which is the main goal. Again, keep your stomach fully engaged. Now these are one of my favorite ones. You're simply just going to put your leg at a bent 90-degree angle and turn your leg in and out. So bring your knee parallel and then turn it out, and then just keep repeating that. Make sure to keep your foot fully flexed again so that you engage the backs of your leg, and really think about isolating that glute so that you turn your leg out with your glute muscle. By the time you get to these, your butt should definitely be burning.
In your eyes, there's a heavy blue. Want to love and want to lose, sweet divine.
Now it's time to simply just repeat everything on the other side.
Don't make me choose. I wanna feel the way that we did that summer night. Drunk on a feeling, alone with the stars in the sky. I've been running through the jungle, I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. Fingertips trace my skin to places I've never been. Blindly I'm following, break down these walls and come on in. I wanna feel the way that we did that summer night. Drunk on a feeling, alone with the stars in the sky. I've been running through the jungle, I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest alleys on the dark side of
Now for part 2, we're going to take off the ankle weights. You can leave them on, it's fully optional, but it might get a little bit too hard if you have them on. So I'm gonna just throw them off to the side and then lay on my back. Now you're going to put your legs at a hip distance apart. So we've already done 5 minutes, now we have 5 minutes left. The goal here is to get your hips as high as possible by only engaging the butt. So really focus on engaging the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, and your glutes. Keep your feet fully flexed, get your hips all the way up, still keeping your abdominals fully engaged. Now we're going to straighten one leg out. Think of keeping your knees next to each other. Again, both feet are flexed, and this one should really burn. Really think about engaging the backs of your legs and tightening your butt at the way top so that you really tone and grow that booty.
Your fingertips trace my skin.
Now we're going to hold our hips up as high as possible and simply just lower the leg up and down. By now, your butt should really be burning. Again, core engaged, foot fully flexed, and just tap your leg down. Do not let your foot fully relaxed on the floor.
I've never been blindly I'm following, breaking these walls.
Now we're going to switch to the other leg. Now we're going to do 15 seconds of the hip raises, but with our feet and our knees fully glued together. Now we're going to separate our feet and our knees again, hip distance apart, and we're simply just going to bring our knees in and then our knees out. So let your knees touch and then bring them back out to hip distance apart. This one should really engage your inner thighs as well as your hamstrings and your butt. Now we're back to the basic hip distance apart hip raises. Now hold up at the way top and simply just pulse your hips further up. Really tighten that butt. This should make your butt burn. Now again, back to the basics, just hip raises, feet distance apart. And then for the last thing, just really tighten that butt and do those pulses. And then guys, you are going to be done. Stretch it out a bit and then you are good to go. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.